6 o'clock in the morning, Brussels. We just finished a gig of Pagano. This is a gig in a time between the main party and the after party. What parties do you better like to play, in the main party or after party from DJ experience?
Well, obviously the after party, that's what I do best, and that's where, well, especially in the gay scene, you have more freedom to play whatever you want. Also is where the promoters are more relaxed, so they don't put any pressure on you to, you know, take it easy and play maybe a lighter sound. So definitely after party. I mean, after all, Trade in London was the residency that made me famous in London, and that was the first ever legal after hour in Europe. And then after that, the Rapido after. So definitely after hour. Of course, day parties like Greencom, for example, they are amazing to play at because the energy is similar to an after party. So definitely after parties and day parties.
So you make another music selection and before you come to a gig for the after party than for the other party. What music do you play on the after party compared to the main party?
Well, I'd say on the night parties and the main parties, I tend to condense what are my I usually play 2-3 hours, so I tend to condense in 2-3 hours what are my best tracks, while in the after hour usually is a longer set and you can take people on a journey. So I don't really prepare what I'm gonna do, I just go with the flow. It also depends who's playing before me. For me it's particularly difficult because I'm one of the few DJs that actually plays a more cutting edge sound, while most of the other gay DJs play pop and tribal from the 90s. So it is a little difficult sometimes. I cannot prepare before. I just have to feel what's the energy of the room and then accordingly go ahead and try to change the vibe.
You've played at a lot of different places. What places are the most interesting places to play for a DJ? Is it like a big club? Is it like a very small room? What is interesting?
For me, generally, I prefer playing smaller events, smaller clubs. And so places like Turnmills, that was like an underground club, dark. It was not a place where you went socialized, but you went there to dance. And I think today there are very few clubs like that. One of them is Greencom, another one is probably Demence. You can socialize, but mainly you go there to dance. While there are other gay events where people go mainly because they want to hook up, they want to have sex. And the music becomes like a secondary, like a soundtrack to, I don't know, to the eye candies or the sex. And that's mainly are the so-called secret parties. And I enjoy playing there. It's great to play in front of thousands of people, but it's not very rewarding for a DJ because it's like being in a classroom where the kids are not paying attention to what you're doing, and so you have to continue to like, kids, I'm over here, you know. It's a bit more challenging and sometimes frustrating. So definitely smaller clubs.
If you go back into time, the first gig or the first club you played, the first party you played, what do you think about that today? Do you think that was a good thing today? Or think, oh my God, how could I do that?
So I'm now 40. The first time I played a gig where they paid me, I was 16. It was an afternoon school disco, straight, all the people from my high school. I used to play a bit of everything. We're talking about the early 90s, so it was happy hardcore, it was house, even some rock. It was fun, and you know, I think he helped me broaden my horizon. So I can play a house set, I can play a techno set. It was fun. I mean, they used to pay me 50,000 lira, which is 25 euros. That was quite funny.
Yeah. You produce a lot of tracks yourself. How important is it for you to play your own tracks? How is the percentage? Like, is it 50% own tracks, 50% other tracks?
Yeah, the majority of the tracks I play are either my original productions, my remixes, or bootlegs that I've done. And I mean, I have my own sound. It's always been like that. And it's just, I think in today's market, where everybody through the internet has access to the same material, it's the only way you can stand out. So, I don't know, it's also kind of like a marketing strategy, if you like, I don't know.
Yeah, the next party in Germany you're playing will be the Naughty Control for the Pride. What kind of party is that? You played there several times already. What experience do you have at this party?
I really enjoy playing Naughty Control because obviously being a Sunday night late party after Greencomb, the people already arrive and they are at a certain level of energy, so it is quite, they're very responsive, so it is a very fun party to play at because you interact with the crowd, you can, as a DJ, you can get away with murder and play things that probably you cannot play in other events because people are already, already indulged, the level of hedonism and in the room is really high, so it's a great, and also I really like the happy vibe that is also there, and it's really infectious.